I'm Christina Chong, and I play La'an Noonien-Singh in Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
Captain Pike, Lieutenant La'an Noonien-Singh, Chief of Security. I've been assigned as acting first officer.
Welcome aboard, number one. You've got some pretty big boots to fill.
I'm aware.
Okay. Welcome back and welcome aboard, everyone.
Was I a Trekkie before all this stuff happened? Now then, don't judge me. Do not judge me. The honest answer is no. But here we go. I would see, obviously I was aware of it. I knew that it was a thing. I would see my brother watching on TV, you know, but I never understood why people loved it. Mostly because I didn't sit down and watch it, right? But having been a part of this amazing world, I now understand just how it's such a loved franchise, the characters, everything, like, and even just the fact that it covers so many super important themes to me anyway, of you know, all of the stuff of diversity, inclusion, all of that. It's like the fact that it's based on hope and positivity, and the fact that it's, you know, well, I guess sci-fi in general, but also especially Star Trek. All right, why do we have iPads today? Because freaking Star Trek invented them. So yeah, and the flip phones, the Motorola flip phone. I had the Motorola one, you know. So like, you know, all of this stuff is just that I've been learning as I've gone along, that I just didn't realize before. I was like, oh God, wow, okay, this is what Star Trek is about, and this is why people love it. But do you know what? I'm kind of glad I wasn't a fan before, and I didn't realize all of that stuff, because I think getting that role and having to fly 7 days after getting that role and to start shooting straight away, I would have been so scared, and the prospect of that would have been too daunting, I think. So I'm kind of glad I wasn't before. So this is almost like so the Cage, so obviously Trekkies are going to know the Cage. So there's the joke, right, that this is the longest pilot to pick up ever in history. So the Cage, which I loved, by the way, I think that's almost like one of my favorite episodes, because the Tellarites, the ones with the big heads. Mm-hmm. So those, I loved how, because that was the first episode I watched, right, in quarantine. I started from the absolute beginning, and I was like, oh wow, even something else I'm really into, like the whole like power of the mind, and how I believe like you can, with the power of your thoughts, you can change your life, right? I've kind of, you know, that's my kind of philosophy. And I was like, oh my God, these Star Trek people even know that. They know how to do that. I was like, wow, this is so cool. So our show comes directly after that. So it's the prequel to the original series. So La'an Noonien-Singh, she is obviously a descendant of Khan. But listen, we don't know yet how far it goes as to what she is passed down to her. She is very, you know, she's a very good fighter. She's very talented, natural talent really for combat and tactics, all of that stuff. And she's resilient, formidable. You know, she's got this hard outer shell. I guess you could say that's similar to Khan, but she also carries a lot of vulnerability from her childhood trauma, that she basically lost everyone she loved. So I think for her journey, certainly throughout season one, is learning how to, the easiest way to put it is a line that Pike actually has is, you know, learning how to live as opposed to just surviving, because at the moment she is just trying to stay alive and trying to keep her new family, the bridge, you know, the crew, she's trying to keep them alive, and so he kind of pushes her to kind of open up and love, I guess, and not be afraid of it.
You wanted to seek out new life. Go where the aliens are.
Your presence is blasphemy.
Let's talk about this. Find some comfort.
I think that went well.
It slowly, more and more dawns on me how big it is. But then season two, I mean, I can't talk about season two really, but even, you know, now what we're filming, it's getting even bigger and even like, you know, more amazing. The sets we're walking onto, and that for me, that's one of my favorite parts, is walking onto a new set. You know, and so the bridge with all the lights and seeing it in red alert state and all of that, it's just, yeah, it's incredible. It's amazing to see for the first time, you know, like when you first step on, you've got the boots on and you've got the the shirt on and everything, and just looking at everybody else as well, because everyone else looks so amazing. I love looking to see what everyone's costumes are, especially as we go throughout the series. There's lots of different costumes, and seeing everyone else's version. Bernadette, she's incredible, the costume designer. I love playing the contrasts, right, of the extremes. So I'd love to see La'an maybe, you know, being able to love fully, who knows, maybe a relationship or whatever, who knows. But also, I would actually love for the, you know, the enhanced genetic abilities to maybe come through somehow, one episode, and where she's an absolute villain. So I get to play both, basically. I just want to do both. I want it all. On Instagram, it's Chrissy, CHRISSY Chong, CHONG, and the same for Twitter as well.
You're the best of Starfleet. Our ability to work together, that's our greatest strength.
Let's show them what you got.
Hi, my name is Christina Chong, and I have just been buzzed.